Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys. I like to do things different from everybody else. I like to bring something different to the table. And I thought this would be a very interesting story that I'd like to share with you guys and let us talk amongst each other. Us black men and us black women. Because it's very interesting. And I think this story should be picked up. I hope my brother Torian Rain sees this, and a couple of other people see this, and my guy Too Raw for Sports and Too Raw for TV. I just think this is a very interesting story. But nevertheless, there seems to be a coach. She's one of the coaches at Texas A&M. She works with recruiting, and she also works as I guess you could say she's an assistant. But lately, she's came under fire for her outfits. Some people said that her outfits are inappropriate for the setting that she works in. And I went and looked at some of her outfits, and what she does is she posts every picture of the outfit that she wears. And this is kind of like a slippery slope because you kind of got to ask what's appropriate, what's inappropriate. I looked at most of her outfits. I feel like they're within the guidelines of okay, of satisfactory. At the same time, they're what you would call sexy. It's not overboard. It's not like she wearing outfits where, you know, you could see her butt crack like Lizzo and wearing and showing, where her breast is out. I feel like in the basketball setting, that's appropriate because have you looked at some of the outfits that the women on ESPN wear? And it all started when one guy basically posted a picture saying this is inappropriate and she should be fined and all this kind of stuff. Well, they don't have a dress code apparently in college sports. I mean, she looks nice in her outfits. At the same time, I wouldn't exactly say that's club apparel that she's wearing, because I didn't see what people wear to the clubs. So trust me, especially if you go to Las Vegas. At the end of the day, I don't think she's headed towards fan only status, but it's kind of like a double-edged sword because I know what some people are saying, like, okay, you're coaching basketball, maybe you need to have on something a little bit more professional. But at the same time, what do we always say about women basketball players and the setting up professional basketball or collegiate women's basketball or women athletes? They look a little too manly. We want them to, look like women and stop trying to look like men because the WNBA has too much of a lesbian atmosphere. Oh, well, here's a woman, basically, letting her womanhood show, basically dressing like a woman, looking like a woman. And she looks really good. And some people are also going to say, okay, well, she's making it about her and not about coaching. Okay, that's a legit argument too. But you have to understand, collegiate women's basketball and WNBA's basketball is totally different from men's basketball. While the controversy is starting to really make waves about should, WNBA basketball players get paid more than what they're currently getting. Now I'm gonna do another video about that, and I'm gonna explain that and talk about that again because it's controversial, and at the end of the day, there's not gonna be an answer that's gonna satisfy both women and men. And I'm looking at it from both perspectives. If you had what you would call an hourglass, you would flip it, and you know how you flip the hourglass. I can see where the women are coming from, and I can see where the men are coming from. But just looking at her outfits look nice. She keep her nails done. She got the heels and all that kind of stuff. She's looking like a woman. And I don't think nothing's really wrong with that. Because isn't this what they want? Is this what they've been trying? They sell anyway? Isn't this why they've been hiring a lot of those women? Is this how the women at ESPN dress? I don't think they want the women. I don't think they want the women on ESPN wearing blazers and suits and all that kind of stuff. Because at the end of the day, they want a certain demographic. They want men to tune in just to look at the women. So if this lady can bring in more people to at least tune in to Texas A&M, or at least have people paying attention to her, as long as she doesn't go over the top with her outfits, I really don't have no problem with this. Not really. Because I'm one who have said, man, some of them, them WNBA players, But here's this lady who's working and teaching in the collegiate level, doing her thing. So like I said before, I'm looking at it from both perspectives. I don't think she's going overboard, but like I said before, if we gonna criticize her, then why aren't we criticizing those women on ESPN? Have you seen what some of the Caucasian women? Yeah, and I'm gonna go there too with that. I do think her color is playing an issue too. I think this is Serena Williams thing again. Remember Serena Williams in the cat suit? Which Serena Williams, that cat suit was something else. And she wasn't violating none of the rules. They said she was allowed to wear it. So, if this lady is allowed to wear this kind of stuff, then, so be it. I'm just keeping it a buck. I don't think, like I said, I've seen her outfits, and I'm, letting you see, pictures of some of her outfits, and she posts on her, and I left her Twitter account, and she posts every game, her outfits, what she wears. So like I said before, we can't sit up there and criticize women's basketball and say, hey, these women look too much like dudes and they trying to emulate dudes. But then when you got a woman that's doing the opposite and trying to look like a lady, we get mad. Now, she isn't, like I said, she ain't dressing like Lizzo or Cardi B and that kind of stuff. I think she's within the boundaries, and she's not wearing outfits where her, you can obviously see her, her tatas and everything. I think she's within the boundaries of, appropriate. I mean, at the end of the day, she got to do what she got to do. I do think to a certain degree, whether we like it or not, certain elements you do have to sell a little bit of sex appeal. Now, how far you go to where it becomes raunchy, inappropriate, and disrespectful, that's where the question remains. When is it over the line? When is it crossing the line? When is it over the top? And the other question is she making it about herself? Is she trying to bring attention to herself? Yeah, well, probably, absolutely. Is she probably trying to get a modeling job? Or she might already have a modeling job. And I'm not going to lie, she's very attractive. She's looking ladylike. So that's all I have to say about that. It's your boy Town Biz. I'm out.